didn't have the time or energy to do a proper video, so here's a base that a few people have been interested in. Hey, you rusty freaks. I want this video to be as fast as possible, so I'm not showing you the very beginning of the base because it's so simple that you'll figure it out. But the reason for this video is that I see a lot of people who don't have a lot of resources or don't have a lot of time to play Rust, or they don't like farming, and that's why they struggle with having a base that's not going to get raided. Also, building a starter and then building a second main base is part of that problem. It's costly, time consuming, you risk getting your loot stolen while you're transferring. The other problem I see everywhere is that people build their bases too big. That makes it look attractive to raiders, or if they build a small base, it's too weak and it gets raided. So I want to do a base that's so small it's hardly attractive to anyone, and it's so troublesome to raid, it's definitely not attractive to raid. So on with it. Okay, your footprint is a 1x2, or if you put these triangles on both ends, a hot dog. That one is optional, where the TC is. You don't need that triangle. That's just the way I like to do it. Now, this is how you get out of your base. So you can see it's already very different from most bases. Obviously, when you don't have a furnace yet, you're going to just have to put a door here, a double door here to get in and out until you build a furnace. Once you can build a furnace, now you can get in and out of your base proper. And yes, it's a 2-story base. When you make a base this small, it has to be 2-story or you can't fit workbench and loot. And this is it. So you can build next to a rock, or you can build stairs. It's up to you. You know, it's also going to be according to your budget. Oops. So this is how you're going to get in and out of your base. Now, there is a challenge with this base, and that is where to place roller doors or sheet metal double doors. Because the strength of this base and the whole way this base works and is hard to raid is that you're going to have shotgun traps here. So if raiders blow through door number 1, door number 2, and if this is closed, door number 3, and try to drop down, boom boom, they get shot. You'll have 2 or 3 shotgun traps there. So if you put roller door here, and roller door there, they might not want to raid through your doors and invest money to go through your walls, which is what you don't want. The whole strength of this base is that they go through the doors and then can't go any further. So I'll leave that up to you. Okay. Oh, finishing touch. It's also one of those bases that's very forgiving to people who forget to lock their doors or who are so noob as to let people go deep on them. So let's say someone goes deep on you. They get all the way down here. They die because of this. There's just no surviving that. You drop down and boom boom. The other thing is, if you get a hold of an auto turret, there is absolutely no way that they are surviving that drop. And if they throw rockets down here again and again and again and again until these things actually break, this will definitely get them. But keep in mind, you have to leave the doors open for that to work. Here is where you're gonna put your loot, so that auto turret could sit here as well. But that's it, guys. Short and sweet. Simple. Don't forget to upgrade all of it. It's built like this because you want people to go from top down there and get hit by the shotgun traps. If you make it sheet metal everywhere, you're spending more money than you need to, and you are not encouraging them to go top side first. Now, have a look at this building cost. It's only 400 stone and 576 metal frags. That's ridiculously cheap. So when you've got a tier 2 bench in here and it's time to upgrade to tier 3, I just build a second base. Exactly the same as this one. One has my tier 2, one has my tier 3. It's also a good way to split your loot. That way, if one base gets raided, you still have loot in your other base. Now, the other thing is, because it's so small, look how cheap it is to use armor. Don't need to armor everything, just the bits where you're trying to funnel them down into, because you're trying to funnel them from the top down into here. It's only 36. High qual. I mean, how many people can say they live in an armored base? Not many. But you can. Now, you could honeycomb this many times because it's so cheap, which would make it infinitely stronger, but don't forget, the point of making it look so tiny and weak is that it's unattractive to raiders. The minute you start honeycombing, it starts making raiders think, you might have something valuable in there. Up to you. Maybe try a few different ways. Paxus out.